Hi dolls, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nomti, and in this video I'm going to show you how I got these braids for only 60 rands, honey. So as you can see here, my hair is at its most natural state, and I got some help from my mom to help me section the hair using some wool. You could also use some small elastic bands, but the issue is that the hair itself, oh my gosh, was in its most natural state. So I thought, you know what, I needed to be a little bit straighter so that it doesn't, look too bad with the braids, because remember, the braiding hair is like super straight and then your hair is natural. So I got the genius idea to use a hot comb to try and straighten out a bit. I would actually advise that you do this way before you actually even section your hair. I would actually even advise, if you can, get your hair like nicely hair dried, even if it is natural, before you do this step. So I went ahead and I did this. It was the most tedious process ever, but it did help me get the hair a little bit more straighter, which was easier to manage when I was doing the braids. If you are new here, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button, and I hope you come back for more videos in the future. And if you are a returning subscriber, honey, thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate your support. Please make sure that you do enjoy this video, and don't forget, of course, to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So now that I had straightened out all of the hair and it looked more, manageable, it was time to start the braiding process. I'll be honest with you, you need to be very patient with this process. So I got the braiding hair from ShopRite, my local ShopRite. This is the darling Yaki Braid. This color came pre-mixed. Now even I was shocked to actually find this. I didn't know they even had this. It's called 1B slash I'm not sure what the other one is. I'll leave it in the description box, but it's sort of like pre-mixed with like a purple. And then you will see here that when I got the hair, I had to first sort of like do that process of creating the split ends, because the hair comes obviously straight cut, and if you use this braiding hair as it is right now, it will obviously unravel at the end. So you need to create split ends, and that's the best way I can describe it. And then I like to just divide the hair a couple of times. It's very easy to manage this hair. And then when we get started, how I like to do it is I take some hair, and how you know how much hair you need is that at least it must be sort of like the equivalent of your finger. Now I know someone's going to be sitting there going, we all have different fingers, like, sizes. So what you can also do, just make sure that the hair that you are the piece of hair that you have about to use is equivalent to your hair, if that makes sense. Oh my gosh, I hope it makes sense. So the method I use is really just the easiest method ever. What I do is that I take the hair piece, the hair fiber, whatever you want to call it, and then I start immediately just braiding it in to my own hair. So it will be in two pieces, and then your hair would be the third piece to just start creating a braid. And then once you've created a braid halfway, you want to just take one of those sides that is closest to your hair, section off a bit to create a longer piece that you connect to your hair, and then continue braiding. This is the easiest method that I use, and because my hair is at its most natural state here, I had to try by all means to make sure that I'm holding it as tight as possible, so that I try to hide the hair, I will be honest, it is easier to obviously do this with the hair that is not as natural, or that is blown out, or that is of a straighter consistency. That really actually does help as well. But you also can, here and there I get it right and sometimes I get it wrong, but only because the hair was also so short and super natural. So yeah, and on what you want to do is, as you continue that braid, is that you want to make sure that you have 3 equal sides, so you're continuously shifting pieces of hair from each piece to each piece. As you can see here, I wasn't able to hide the hair properly, but I have no issues with that. I just cut it, to be honest. I know some people are going to be like, oh my gosh, you cut your hair, but I feel like it help it, you know, grow. So I'm just going to show you again here when I get the hair. Again, like I said, I like to make sure that it is I don't know what to say. I don't know. As much as, like, as you can see, if I feel like the hair is just enough and almost the equivalent of my hair, so that braid will look even as well. So this is the method that I use this time. There are multiple other methods that you could look into, but I find that this one is the easiest. And like I said, you just take that piece, wrap it around your own hair, and then you start a braid. And then once you're halfway, you want to get some hair. You want to maybe try to straighten it out. That's what I was trying to do there, because the hair is so natural. And then you want to get some hair that you are going to be joining the fiber to your natural hair so that you can continue on that braid path. I hope that is clear. And yeah, this is how I went about doing my braids on my whole head. It did take me quite some time because I was doing it myself, and these braids were about waist length. So yeah, it took me the whole day actually. I think I started out early in the morning and ended at 11 p.m. or something crazy like that, but also only because I was taking my time. And I mean, honey, if you can spend 60 rand doing your own braids, I'm pretty sure you would like to do that. You know, I was on a budget, so I thought, you know what, why not? So as you can see here, I was more successful with hiding the hair and then just proceeding to braid all the way down. I was very impressed with this color. So it's like a purplish and black mix, and it's mixed very, very, very well. So yeah, I think you should be on the lookout. I don't know if they have other colors, but then this is the one that I have found. You see, as I braid the hair, I sometimes put it in my mouth as I'm doing hair. That is so that I don't pull on my scalp, on the hair on my scalp. So this is just easier and less painful on your scalp. So that's what I like to do. You also have to be very cognizant that you have to braid the hair all the way to the bottom. And when I say all the way, I mean like literally you have to braid it until you can't braid no more. I mean, until you left with like 3 strands of hair that you're trying to braid. This will just help the hair not unravel. So you have to be very patient with this process. Like I said, it's not a you know, a 4-hour, 5-hour, 6-hour job as you would normally get with braids. This takes time, honey. It will take time, and you need to be patient.
2,000 years later.
So once I was done with the braids, yep, after a whole day, as you can see now, it's nighttime. It was time for me to ensure that my split ends don't unravel. So this step is very optional. This is boiling water, so I would maybe actually say just be very careful if you are to do this step, but this does help those split ends actually not unravel. So you just dip the ends of the braid in some hot water and dry off. That's all. And then I like to use some foam for the top just to help lay any, well, number one, for me my hair was so natural, so this also helped with just trying to like lay it down flat. And yeah, and then voila guys, there you have it, your braids. I bought 5 packs of braiding hair and only used 4.5, and they all 5 cost me 49.99 rand. Sawere. So yeah, if you're trying to save money, then I would definitely go for it. And these are the braids. Like, share and subscribe, and I will see you in my next upload. Bye.